Okay, we're going to show you another way you can use the Shukare symbol to clear and cleanse, revitalize your water. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story first about this. Um, about if you, let's say, you can do it with your bottled water, you can do it with your tap water. So one time my daughter was having a lot of digestive issues, and we've gone to the doctor and they're trying to figure it out what the problems were, and so we finally went to a naturopath because the Western doctors couldn't figure out what was going on with her. And my daughter had strep throat, so she was on, and I mean, I've done a lot of Reiki work, trust me. And sometimes it is a physical problem. And sometimes Reiki is what it is. Sometimes it can't do what we want it to do. Sometimes it is what it is, and we have to respect that. But we still have our intent for that symbol to do the best of its ability to help. And also, it complements Western medicine. It helps the healing, recovery um, better. But that we'll talk about in further videos with the more advanced symbols to understand that. Okay? So, but anyway, getting back on track and what I was trying to say about the water. So we had a live blood analysis done for her through a naturopath, and so she took her blood and then put it under the scope, and we discovered she had candida, and it was related to the being on antibiotics too much because it takes the good and the bad yeast, and I didn't know that at the time. But anyway, she found a parasite. She said the parasite is only 2 to 3 days old, and um, and she kind of asked my daughter, well, how do you get your water to drink? And she says, well, I get my water from the water fountain at school. Well, she kind of freaked out on my daughter for doing that. There's no right or wrong. I'm not going to go in judgment if you should um, not drink out of a water fountain or should. That becomes your call. But I'm just telling you the story that we had about what went down on this. So after being told this, my daughter absolutely refused to drink out of our water tap at home or fountains and everything because it freaked her out. And at the time, she was probably maybe 10 years old at the time. And one day, I didn't have any bottled water in the house, and she was really thirsty. And I said, all right, I'm going to use the Shukare symbol. So what I had her do was to take water from the tap. There's water in the tap here. And then I had her take a sip of it. Okay. And she didn't really care for the taste. And I said, okay, now this is what mommy's going to do. So what I did was I drew the Shukare symbol on each hand 3 times, as you know. And then I held my hands in between the glass. And I said the symbol in its intent to take all the purities out of the water. And I did this for about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I handed her the water. And when she took the water, it was completely different tasting, she said. Now, if you look, this might look a little bit cloudy. I don't know if you can tell from here or not. And if you put the two together, now because of my shirt, but if you put the two together, usually you can tell a difference. So for me, I can see kind of a little bit of discoloration on this one. I don't know if you can see it. This one looks much clearer already. Okay, and I'm going to take a sip. And I don't have that chlorine flavor taste that's in here. And usually when I do this in my tap water. Now, what you can do also, if you have a pitcher of water, same thing. Now, so what some people will do, they'll actually draw or buy stickers that have the symbols, and they'll either draw it on their pitcher, their glass pitcher, or whatever type of pitcher of water they have, and draw it 3 times, have the sticker on there. Or they'll physically, with their finger, draw it 3 times, or again, going in between your hands. So that's another exercise you can work with and practice with if you like. So these are, you can do the various exercises I've given you to practice every day on yourself, your plants, your water, your supplements, your food, whatever way you, or you can just practice on yourself for 5 minutes, 15 minutes every single day on yourself. Or if you're comfortable in practicing on a family member, if they have like a toothache or they have a toe pain, you can practice with them. But again, if you're working with people, you always ask permission with respect, because sometimes people don't understand what Reiki is or understand in metaphysics and other modalities in healing. So we always like to ask permission just so that they understand what we don't like putting people in fear. So that's an important thing to do if you choose to use that symbol just to practice with somebody who's having a physical pain. So enjoy those exercises, and in the future we'll always be adding in new exercises for you as we further go into practicing with these symbols. Thank you for your time, and we will be getting on to the next degree in the next video if you choose to go further of understanding the other symbols. Thank you.